Okay, cool.
So like he gets the meat, he brings the meat, like he cooks it for me.
For no good reason. Hi, Adrian.
I can't eat it.
Good to see you.
I just take some. She can sneak a little bit on the side. Is there gonna be mac and cheese again? Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna get Sam's called mac and cheese. Didn't you try and put salt on my cooking?
Yeah. No, it was on the mac and cheese. That was you were really disrespectful. That's how my mom always made it. I'm disappointed.
Okay. Nobody sit here.
Oh, this you said? Yes, that is.
Can I put my face in it? No. Please. No. Please. No. Can I put my face in it? No. Please. No. You should probably be quiet too.
That's not mine. You were here when he did it. I hate you.
Kevin, we don't say words like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yes, you can change your pronouns, yes.
In exchange.
I type his time. I type his time. Yeah. Good job. I watched the video a few times.
Wait, like just now?
No, like a few years ago. I was like, this would probably come in handy at some point. And it did.
I've always done that. 2 by 2 Rubik's Cube. But that's actually
I think they're easy.
3 algorithms solving it.
Aiden's trying to get him to solve it.
Dennis, you missed Seth's recital. You missed Seth's recital.
It's before he goes, he goes like...
Dr. Nick, we should go 1-to-1 Rubik's Cube competition.
coming, everybody. So that first piece is called Rock Suite in your program. Depending on which version of the program you got, you may have the key to which tune is which, or you may have the sort of Baroque dance form names that I gave to each movement. The idea behind that piece is basically that I wrote it at a time very early when I first came to OU, and I felt like I wasn't really understanding music in the same way my colleagues were. And so I went back to the music that was most familiar to me, what I listened to growing up, which happened to be classic rock. And I was like, why can I understand this music but not the other music? And what I realized is like, they're more similar than they are different. You know, if you sit in like a music history class, they'll probably tell you that like the beginning of Western art music was like plain chant, right? But like I think that really when you get to like late Renaissance, early Baroque is when like it really took off. And a lot of the music that we play from that era it's dance music, you know? Like all of the words in your program, you know, Courant, Allemand, Gavotte, those are all music that people would dance to. And that's what this is. It's music that people dance to, they have a good time. And you know, so it's like, why do we treat music that people would dance to in the 1700s as some like, you know, holier than thou kind of thing, and we treat this like it's trash? The idea behind this is just to get you thinking about different types of music. The next tune we'll be playing is called Waiting on the Line, Introduction and Riffs, with these guys. It's about the sort of different anxieties of communicating in the digital age over the phone and stuff, because there's a lot of context that you get in person that you don't get over the phone, and it creates a lot of different challenges. I wrote this actually a little bit ago, and then when we had that sort of false alarm with the active shooter a couple weeks ago, sort of took on a new meaning for me, because like there's a really mundane way that like calling someone during the best of times has anxiety with it, but when the phone is ringing and you don't know whether or not your best friends are like in danger or safe, there's a whole different kind of thing going on there. And so this is Waiting on the Line, Introduction and Riffs. If you want something to listen for, there is a ringing phone motif that sort of emerges throughout the first movement and then gets varied upon in the second movement. So I hope you enjoy Waiting on the Line. This next and final tune that I'll be playing is called Unholy. It was originally intended as a concerto, but I'll be playing it today with electronic accompaniment. Sort of about a journey of faith. There's a lot of imagery regarding sort of the church in this, and a lot of manipulation of different things that are sort of related to church going. So in the first movement, you can hear the concept of the number 3 is played with a lot, because that's very important to Christianity, you know? And so as you move through the movement, you'll hear the first movement is called Exaltation and Damnation, and that's a contrast between very pretty tonal music and sort of more harsh serialist music. The second movement is Meditation and Reconciliation. That's all the hexatonic scale, goes through different versions of the hexatonic scale, and sort of is this continuous variation until you sort of reach an inner peace. The third movement is called Death, Atonement, and Resurrection. It's sort of similar to like the Divine Comedy, if you've read Dante, in that it takes the moment of death, then you have sort of a journey through hell, purgatory, and heaven. I really threw everything I had at the wall in this piece, so you'll hear by tonality, modes I made up, weird time signatures, a whole bunch of different stuff in this. And then when you get to heaven, some of the more church-going among you may recognize a hymn that all of the heaven section is based off of. It's very popular among Catholics. It's called On Eagle's Wings. So, hope you enjoy it. Thank you, everybody who helped me put on this performance. I could not have done it if Professor Saya hadn't been like hounding me. He's like, no, you can't cancel. You have to do it. Do it, do it, do it. And it turned out great. And I'm so happy it did. Thank you to Dr. Nickel for teaching me for these 3 years, and then for Professor Saya for taking over. I don't think the saxophone player that came to OU would recognize the saxophone player I am today, and I blame you. In the best way possible. Thanks to everybody who collaborated with me. The 3 tenor players, you guys are amazing musicians. Kate, Kevin, Matt, amazing people. And thank you so much to the remainder of the grad quartet that agrees to play the rock suite with me. Justin, AJ, Caleb, you guys are amazing. So thank you all so much for coming out. Thanks to my parents for driving all the way up from Houston. And thanks to all my engineering friends who came over to the other side of campus for this. Have a great day, all.